everybody. That's right. Everybody that's
girls, children of all ages,
and ready.
Your daddy's home.
For another edition of the
keys to the car
Hazzard Show. Hey, I'm not Brent Hazzard, but hey, I am Malcolm Johnson. Hey, this is me, the man himself, Malcolm Johnson. I'm here live in the We Believe digital station. Listen, y'all. I know it's been a long day, and a lot of you is probably got home and getting ready to fry your chicken or maybe fry some pork chops. Something ain't good for you. It's a little cool outside. Somebody may be getting ready to cook a little soup and cornbread tonight, because you know it is a little cool out there, and it is going to get colder. But whatever you're doing, call a friend, call a neighbor, share this podcast and let them know that Malcolm Johnson is live in the We Believe studio on the Brent Hazzard Show. Listen, what we're going to do today. I'm going to put the caller the call-in number on the screen. That's right, we're going to put it on the screen where everybody can be a part of this show tonight. I think it's very important that sometimes we see what the listeners or what the callers have to say. That's right, sometimes you have to see what the people is thinking and find out what the people in the community is thinking or what direction the community want to go in. I think most of the time we as people get so caught up in what we want that we never get opportunity to see what others have on their mind, or what's their opinion. You know, everybody have an opinion, and everybody's entitled to an opinion. But today, what we're going to do on the Brent Hazzard Show is allow people to call in and talk about this issue. And the issue is, who do you want over your water? Do you want the state of Mississippi over your water, or do you want the city of Jackson running the water department? So, you know, it's just a question. And on this show today, we're going to let you give your full opinion. That's right. We're going to let everybody get a full opinion today. If you need more than a minute, hey, we may even spare 3 minutes today and kind of let the people in radio land or TV land or wherever land you may be, in La La Land, Neverland, Wonderland, or wherever you might be. We're going to let the people get involved with that today and allow the people, like I say, the people, you the people. We believe that you as the people should have an opinion. That's right. We want to make sure that your opinion is heard on this show. Hey, I'm not Brent Hazzard, but I am Malcolm Johnson. But I do want to say this while we're waiting on the call. 1-800-492-5186. It's going to get excited a little later on. If y'all bear with me, we're going to rock and roll. We're going to do what we always do. We're going to bring it. We're going to bring the fire to the show. But listen, tonight at 6 p.m. over at Anderson Church, you know, it's election time. All the judges that's running. That's right. I'm understanding that the circuit court judge is going to be present, and also the chancery judge is going to be there. You know, the people do have a right to run. Anybody have a right to run. But also, the key is tonight you can hear all the judges at Anderson United Methodist Church over on 220. If you exit on 220, right on Hanging Moss, if I'm not mistaken, that's Hanging Moss. You can turn right in Anderson parking lot in the night. A live forum will start at 6. And all the judge candidates, I understand, will be there to let you know what they want to do if elected judge in Hinds County. Also, this coming October the 20th, a good friend of mine, Ms. Brittany Bowman, she called and told me to ask the people to announce that the people of South Jackson will have a forum. That's right, at 6 p.m. at the Peggy Hobson Calhoun building over in Willowwood in South Jackson. And I understand that'll start at 6 p.m. That's right, on the 20th. And then on the 24th, the Chancery judges will also intervene at 6 p.m. at Grace Inspirations Church, 1110 Grand Avenue, pastored by Pastor Danny Ray Hollins. That would be a forum, a meet and greet the candidate forum kind of thing. That would be moderated by Otha Kane. That would be on the 24th at Grace Inspirations. And then on the 20th, it would be at in South Jackson at the Peggy Hobson Calhoun building. Chancery judges Let me tell you something about transfer judges. Mississippi is one of the only states that still have the chancery courtroom, but it's an important courtroom because it's the family courtroom. Listen to what I'm saying now. You got to have judges that understand family and understand the compassion of being a judge in a courtroom when you have opportunity to rule, and you can destroy a family by ruling the wrong way, or you can help a family by making sure that they get the proper counseling they need and make sure the child is placed in the proper home. So that is one of the most important courts in the state of Mississippi. Listen to me, y'all. That family court, and if you look at the black family, one of the problems that we have in our community is we have a lot of fathers are not in their children's lives. So what happens is the family divides, and the children without a father, sometimes it be a few more problems when these children get a little older. So I just want to say it's very important to go check out these forums and listen to what these judges got to say, because you don't want no judge, no chancellor that's ruling to give children to unfit parents just because maybe the mother come to court with a short dress on, she get the child. We don't want that. We want integrity in our courtrooms. Or the father come built like a musker, like he got these weight lifts, like he lift weights, and he's some kind of big old Hulk Hogan dude, and the judge get a child to the wrong person. So we want to make sure we have people of integrity and have people in position that represent the people, and especially our community. We have a call, and I'm gonna go to this caller. Caller, you on the Brent Hazzard show.
Hey, how you doing today, Malcolm?
I'm doing good. If I can get my earphones on. 1 second.
Okay.
I tell you one thing, caller. Give us one minute. Let my engineer get that straightened out. You don't have to go nowhere. He'll get it straightened out. But just make sure we look into those forums. On the 20th, like I said, the Peggy Hobson Calhoun building, and then on the 24th at Grace Inspirations. Now, also, there will be one tonight at Anderson United Methodist Church. Please go out. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not telling you nothing that I won't do, or nothing that I don't plan to do, is go out and listen to these candidates, because these candidates will have an opportunity to be on the bench. Use this one. Caller, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, sir? This is Malcolm Johnson on the Brent Hazzard show.
I'm doing fine, and you? I got a quick question. I see that Sheriff Tyree said he's losing too many officers to Capital City Police, and which board of supervisors voting against him getting a raise to pay the officers to stay on the Hines County Sheriff's Department, stay there instead of going over for the more money. I mean, who's blocking it? Calhoun and who else?
Well, I'm not sure, sir. I don't want to give out any false information on no one. I don't know who's doing what, but I do know is that I, as a taxpayer of the state of Mississippi and Hines County especially, I believe in pay raises for our deputies and our police deserve to be paid.
Exactly. They need to be. I mean,
yes, sir. And I understand the sheriff did get up in the board meeting. He did make the announcement that he was losing a lot of deputies to the Capitol Police. And also, Supervisor Archer raised a concern the other day about the pay raises for not just Hines County, but for Clinton, Raymond, Bolton, Utica, and Jackson. If it's a problem that must be handled, then it needs to be handled across the board, that everybody will have good, safe police departments, and that all police departments would be treated equally. Police put their lives on the line every day. You know, just last week, a young lady in Greenville, Mississippi, she was killed in the line of duty. A young black officer that was gunned down. So we see a lot of that more and more. And I'm going to tell you where I stand on it. I don't know where nobody on the board stand, but I do know that Malcolm Johnson stand for supporting police when it comes to paying police, fully funding the police, fully funding the district attorney's office, and nevertheless fully funding our Hinds County attorney, which have to hear all those cases in Hinds County. And not just Hinds County, but cases, and I believe also in the city, that the city prosecutors and the public defenders and everybody that serves in that capacity should be paid for a good day's work and should be able to take care of their family without having to work part-time jobs and stay out all night standing in front of nightclubs because they got to make ends meet, sir. Anything else you want to bring up on that? Because I got a question for you. Who do you think should be over the water? The state of Mississippi? Who do you want over the water, Jackson Water? The state of Mississippi or the city of Jackson?
Well, I thought they're gonna do do it together, but the whole partisanship going on between the mayor and the governor, I wish both of them just sit down and just leave that. That right there is not going to benefit the citizens of Jackson. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. So since the state came in and got it back running, they should run it for a year. To make sure everything go according to what they've been doing for the last 2 or 3 months. Since the whole little fiasco of being it shut down or broke down and all that stuff. So if that's how they want to do it, the citizens got no choice but to let them do it since they came in and fixed it.
I got you. Well, look, Carl, I got another question.
I just don't think the man is going to.
What do you think is really going on? You know, yesterday the state said that they received a letter, and then I think the mayor came out and said he didn't know nothing about the letter. What's really going on down there?
What's really going on is political partisanship between the mayor and the governor. They both trying to score points for their base because they both know both of them might lose their job in this election. Because Tater Tot, his base is hollering him too, and the mayor base is hollering him in the city. So both of them trying to play favorites to get their base back up for the next election. So that's why they're doing this whole little bickering between each other, which they need to cease that because only people going to get hurt is the citizens of Jackson and the citizens of Mississippi.
And Carl, I agree with you. Anytime something is going on, it don't affect the people that's normally raising the sand. It normally affects the taxpayers, the people, the children, the kids that got to go to school, the seniors in the nursing home. And Carl, I got one more question for you before would you support Tater Tot for Tate Reeves for re-election for governor?
Well, if he went to primary, because right now I'm thinking if Andy Gibson, the ex-coach commissioner, throws his hat in the ring, he could beat Tate Reeves in the primaries for the Republican. Because most likely, if Andy Gibson do run the governor, he's gonna wind up on the Republican tagline. I
got another question. Would you vote to reelect Marianne Lumumba again? Your personal vote? Would you vote for him again?
Oh no, sir. I didn't vote for him the last 2 times.
Okay, that's your opinion, Carl. Y'all heard it right here on the Brent Hazzard Show. If anybody would like to call in, 1-800-492-5186. We taking calls today, and we got a question. Who you think should be over the states, over the ward in the city of Jackson, state of Mississippi or the city of Jackson? Sir, you still on the call? You still on the line?
Well, I'm going to get ready to hang up on them. I mean, also, when you talking about the police officers, I watched the news the other day. They had I think 23 ambushes. The police was getting ambushed. So I agree, ambush. I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
So for this year, I think they had 24 of them killed across the country.
It's real sad, brother, that we dealing with this. And it's really sad that we're dealing with it on both sides. You know, a lot of police shooting people, and then you have people shooting police. So all of it, I pray that all of it come to a end real soon, because in the end, the people lose, the community lose, the churches lose, children lose parents, parents lose children. So what we have is an out of control situation, and brother, I know they say we supposed to pray, and pray is 90% of it, but the 10%, we must learn to be better people, follow the law, be better people, don't give the police a reason to shoot, but then and again, don't shoot at the police, and then I believe this world will be a better place. Thank you for calling, and if you want to call back a little bit in the show, we thank you for calling. Caller, you on the Brent Hazzard Show. This is Malcolm Johnson on the Brent Hazzard Show.
Yes, Johnson.
Yes. Welcome to the Brent Hazzard Show. This is Malcolm Johnson.
Thank you, sir. Just calling there. Y'all need to replace the guy up there named Bobcat. He's not doing nothing up there. Replace Bobcat immediately.
I don't know what the caller said, but whatever the caller said, it's the caller's opinion. This is the Brent Hazzard Show. Anybody want to call in? 1-800-492-5186. Let me say good evening to our Hinds County Attorney, Gerald Mumford, our Hinds County District Attorney. That's right, Jody Owens. Jody Owens, who's doing a wonderful job in Hinds County. Caller, you on the Brent Hazzard Show. We lost that call, 1-800-492-5186. We asking you today, who should be over the water? Should the water be up under the state, or should the city run the water? Now, it's your opinion. It's just an open segment today, and we allowing the callers to get involved with the conversation. Tell us what you believe, what you think. Let the people know. The people want to know. And my opinion is that the people of the state of Mississippi, in the city of Jackson, must solve your problems at the poll. We can talk till we blue in the face, but your problems are solved at the poll. Don't forget about tonight, Anderson Church. There's going to be a big forum over there. That's right. Big forum today in Anderson at 6 p.m. All the judge candidates, circuit court and chancellor court will be over there. And I think all of them will be speaking from what I'm hearing, October the 20th, all roads lead to the Peggy Hobson Calhoun building over in Willowwood, 6 p.m. for a big forum. That's right, a big Chancery Court forum. And then October the 24th, all roads going to lead to Grace Inspirations on Grand Avenue, 1011 Grand Avenue. Somebody say, good evening, Malcolm. Hope everything is going right with you. Then someone else said the state and federal government should set funding into the city to replace all pipe infrastructure to all residential and commercial buildings. The city should maintain control of the water and sewer plants need to be repaired. Water is not safe. The water is not safe, yet someone needs to correct the building nightmares. That's right, Mr. Rita Jones. Hey, that's one thing about this podcast over here. Everyone have their opinion, and we just stating the opinion. We're not saying who right, who wrong, but what we're saying is everyone have an opinion. 1-800-492-5186. And I'm proud to say this past weekend, I was able to attend the 100 Black Men annual banquet. That's right. President Ricky Jones, along with the 100 Black Men, an organization who are mentors in the community for our young men. Let me listen to this. Mentors are people that tell them and show them there's a better way. Pull your pants up. Take your earring out your ear. Put your shirt tail in. If you know, the slogan say what they see is what they be. So I'm proud of 100 Black Men. Then they gave scholarships to all of the universities in the state of Mississippi. They gave Jackson State money, Alcorn money, Russ College money. That's right. There's some big people, some very successful people come out of Russ College. The one I know off the top of my head is President of the National Baptist Convention, Dr. Jerry Young. He was a graduate of Russ College before moving on and getting the many degrees he got in ministry. But it's people of a high character and have nice, comfortable jobs and lives that graduated from Russ. Tougaloo College got some of the money. And I'm just proud to know I was there and I was attending. And the mentees done a great job. At this event, I saw our first Black African-American mayor, Mr. Harvey Johnson was attending, Mr. Leroy Walker, Mr. Howard Ketchum, so many guys from all over. I saw Attorney Robert Gibbs was there. And just so many people. I don't want to call too many names, but it's an event that happens every year in October, and I can say every year it gets bigger and bigger. I think this year probably 100 tables were full of people, good food, good fellowship, and to watch the young men that's been menteed by their mentors take over. Do we have a call? 1-800-492-5186. Also, let me mention this right here. Last night, we had a community meeting in the Presidential Hills neighborhood last night. Supervisor David L. Archer, where it was announced that $4.7 million is headed to Presidential Hills. And this money is going to be to fix the ditches, get the flooding, get the pipes cleared out, get the retention pond back going. Hey, we had a great time last night. Well over 300 people in attendance. And it was just a good, loving community meeting. And we want to thank Supervisor Archer, want to thank Pastor Spies along with the New Galilean Church for opening their doors and making everyone feel so comfortable. Because it's a lot of older people in that community. And Supervisor Archer just wanted a place where all of the older people could come out. There was wheelchair accessible where anyone that had a handicap could get in and sit down. There's not many buildings around that can hold the Presidential Hills voters, because Presidential Hills have 3,200 voters, registered voters in the Presidential Hills community. So when you talk about those many voters on road to vote and getting together, you need to always have a building or somewhere that you can let these people come and keep up what's going on in their community. Because the name of the game, listen, I'm going to send this out to these people, our people. The name of the game is called a better quality of life. It ain't shooting. It ain't smoking dope. It ain't robbing. It ain't killing. It ain't dropping out of school. It ain't wearing your pants hanging off your butt. It ain't none of that. It's about a better quality of life for our people, for our young people. And when we get that better quality of life, then we have prospering families. We have clean communities, safe. You don't need a Capitol Police when your quality of life is up to standards, because guess what? Everybody put the gun down, shake hands. If we need to fight, hey, we fight, and then tomorrow we be back friends like they done in the old days. So I'm going to say 1-800-492-5186. If you want to know what we're talking about, we want to know who should take over the water, the state of Mississippi or the city of Jackson. We want your opinion. That's right, we want your opinion. 1-800-492-5186. Listen to me. If you need a good lawyer, the man whose name is behind me, Brent Hazzard of Richard Schwartz and Associates, getting the job done. Anytime someone can do 2 depositions in one day, they're a heck of a lawyer, because that's a lot of work. And look, Mr. Hazzard, he texted me. He said, hey, Malcolm, I wish I could get there, but hey, I'm still in deposition. And I said, Brent, I can handle it today. What we're going to do, we're going to let the people know that they have 2 choices, Brent. They can either say they want the state to be over the water, or they want the city to be on the water. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back with the Brent Hazzard Show. And I'm Malcolm Johnson.
Let's read and learn together. Meet Mason. Written by Sherry Tate. Illustrated by David. Mason is a young, inspired learner. Walk with him as he uses his 5 senses to explore the world around him. Your young one can learn to identify shapes, numbers, letters, and more with Meet Mason. Available now on Amazon.com.
Hi, I'm Q Talicia Garrett. I am here to introduce our New South Development and Training Outreach Hour every Tuesday at 2 p.m., giving you information on how to become a part of the programs through USDA and Farm Service Agency. We can be reached at 678-779-9468. We can also be found online at newsouthoutreach.com.
SGECOVIDsolutions.com is paving the way forward for a safer city government, delivering cutting-edge biosecurity and biosafety protocols developed internationally by top virologists and scientists using an all-natural cleaning solution, killing COVID-19 on contact like no other product on the international market. For more information, please call 1-800-281-9080 or visit us online at SGECOVIDsolutions.com. Let SGECOVIDsolutions.com provide innovative rapid facilities testing and world-class state-of-the-art biorisk safety protocols for all of your coronavirus needs. Call 1-800-281-9080 or visit us online at SGECOVIDsolutions.com.
The Mississippi Link is an African-American female-owned newspaper with a trusted voice that is highly respected throughout the city, state, and nation. Our motto, Keepers of the Knowledge for People Who Speak the Truth, since 1993. Link significantly influences the thoughts, attitudes, and buying decisions.
Welcome back to the Brent Hazzard Show.
At 601.
No, this is not Brent Hazzard. This is Malcolm Johnson. Brent wished like hell he looked good as Malcolm Johnson. No, it's just a joke. Hey, I'm just joking. Hey, listen, you know it's homecoming weekend in the city. Jackson State versus Campbell. It's going to be off the chain. Let me tell you this right here. Campbell is nothing to play with. They say they got probably 8 or 9 first and second and third round of pros on this team. So Jackson State hands is going to be called this week. Travis Hunter is supposed to play. The game is expected to draw 60,000. We got a caller, and I'm going to move on with the show. You're on the Brent Hazzard Show. This is Malcolm Johnson calling.
Malcolm Johnson.
Yes, sir.
I think that the state should spend the money to fix the water, fix everything the way it should be. Build a new water plant, whatever Jackson wants.
Yes, sir.
Let the state spend the money.
Yes, sir.
And then we collect the old water bills. And then when the state recoups its money with interest, then we can talk about giving it back to Jackson.
No. So you want to
Well,
take?
why not?
You want to take the money from the city?
Now, well, hold on a minute. I live in a city that does not. I'm a resident of Mississippi, Rankin County. No, nobody's paying for our water to be fixed. If our water went out, we would have to pay for it. So why should other cities and other counties have to pay for the city of Jackson?
Well, I hear what
Go
you're
ahead
saying.
and fix it, but Jackson has got to pay the state back with
You
interest.
sound like one of them Trump supporters. That no, Carl. You don't want to do nothing. Is that what it is, Carla?
No, ain't got nothing to do with it. But why should the city? Why should again? If I go buy a new car and I send you the bill for it, am I going to get to keep driving the car?
Well, Carla, you making a lot of sense.
I mean, it's not fair.
Carla, who should be over the water? The state or the city?
The state until everything gets
Would you
fixed.
vote?
And
Would you
once
vote?
the
Would
state
you
pays back,
vote? Would you vote for the governor of the state of Mississippi again to be reelected?
Yeah, I would. It depends.
Would you vote for Antarctica Movement to be reelected as mayor of the city of Jackson?
No, I would. I don't know anybody that would.
Carla, I tell you one thing, Carla. You have a good day, Carla. Thank you for calling in. Carla, you sound
why
like...
should we have to pay?
Carla, let me ask you a question. Who is the best president America ever had?
Donald Trump and Barack Obama.
You say Donald Trump and... Oh, man. He say Donald Trump and Barack Obama. Wow. You have a good one,
That's
Carla.
true. They're both better than what we got now.
Hey, Carla. You're funny, Carla. We got another call. Carla, you on the air. Brent Hazzard Show. Got another one? Caller, please call back. 1-800-492-5186. That's right. This is Malcolm Johnson sitting in for Brent Hazzard. Harvey Johnson made the deal with the governor back when he was in office. This is someone's opinion. I didn't write this. They say that Harvey Johnson cut the deal. I don't know who cut the deal, but I know the problem is accurate right now. 1-800-492-5186. Somebody say the storm, this chief and mayor were on TV, poor mouth in the Capitol not doing their job. Every citizen should have access to clean water. I understand that, Miss Meredith McGee, you hit the nail on the head. And that's what I'm trying to say. We don't care who fixed the water. We just need good, clean, and safe water for the residents of the city of Jackson. Somebody say the city is responsible for the building process and hasn't gotten it right yet. So you trust them to run the water treatment plants. See what I'm saying? Everybody got different opinion. 1-800-492-5186. I tell you one thing, ladies and gentlemen, you can't beat it. When people give you their opinions, then you really know how people feeling and what's going on in the community. We are faced, ladies and gentlemen, with the worst situation, I believe, going on in the whole United States of America. It's not going on in Canton. It's not going on in Pearl. It's not even going on in Mississippi. But it's going on in Jackson, Mississippi, and something got to be done. Breaking news yesterday that the governor and the mayor was at odds about the water for the citizens of Jackson, And I'm going to say this. I don't know who right and who wrong, but I know one thing, that the people are suffering and the people are tired of it. That's right. The people are tired of it. So let me say this right here. The number is 1-800-492-5186. Don't forget about the forum tonight at Anderson United Methodist Church. There's going to be a forum. All the judges have been invited. If you want to call in, now's the time to call in and join the conversation, because I tell you, it's hot. The city councilor, Kenny Stokes, said on TV last night he didn't even know nothing about the letter that was sent to the governor about they was going to take the water back from the state. The governor made a statement that he think the city council need to stand up to the mayor. I mean, really, what you got, a lot of he say, she say. You guys got a whole lot of stuff. And ladies and gentlemen, the people is really, really tired of it. The people is tired of it, and we deserve better. The people in the nursing homes who left the water straight when before they got sick, they don't deserve to be old in the nursing home and can't take baths because of the water condition. Ladies and gentlemen, all we trying to say is that it's a problem and something got to be done. That's right, something got to be done. We got a call on there. Call you on there on the Brent Hazzard Show. This is Malcolm Johnson. We lost that call. 1-800-492-5186. Only thing I'm trying to say now is that we on dry land. And the water is not right. It's not a flood. It's not a storm. It's not a tornado. It's not a hurricane. Ain't none of that going on. It just strictly, we cannot get it together. Ladies and gentlemen, something must be done. Something must be done. Let me say good evening to the Hinds County election commissioners who are working so hard to get ready for this upcoming election. That's right. The upcoming election going to be the Congressman Thompson is on the ballot, and so many other judges is on the ballot. I'm gonna call their name for the show out and give you the rundown on who's running in the district. Caller, you on the Brent Hazzard Show with Malcolm Johnson.
What's going on, brother?
Go ahead, caller. You on the show? Tell it like it is. We here, Brent Hazzard Show. I'm doing all right, caller. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Listen, I just want to, you know what I'm saying, get my little 2 cents, right? You got to go. All of these old councils out. You got the Kim Stowe got to go. Banks got to go. Lee got to go. Lee don't have no experience. None. Right?
Hey, caller, we can't hear your phone. Your phone going out. You got to get in a better location. Huh?
Oh, my bad. Hold on. My bad. So where it starts at with council. You got to get rid of Stokes. You got to get rid of Banks. You got to leave the whole house. Everybody.
Well, what about the mayor then, Carl? You gonna get rid of the council? What you gonna do with the mayor?
The mayor is protecting the city.
He's the what?
He protects. Remember, explain to you. Last week, the city council approved the food. I had clean drinking water. I was with the football stadium. You don't have
hey, Carl,
water.
We want to hear everything you saying. Sound like you know what you're talking about, but we can't hear you. It's like you're down, like you're in the bottom of the toilet or somewhere, like you up under. You in the bathroom? Ooh, man, I want to hear what you got to say so bad. If we can talk now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you a little bit better now, but it's hard to hear you now.
Yeah,
you ain't getting no Wi-Fi connection. That's what it is.
I'm on.
Yeah, I want to hear what you got to say, brother, because you sound like you know what you're talking about.
Your city council, the people that you voted on.
Yeah, I hear you now, brother. You on to something now, Doc. You on to something now. Keep talking.
Just approve a football stadium. They can come together and approve $100 million football stadium. But you don't have clean drinking water.
You sound like you went back off in that toilet again. You
don't have
good. Huh?
Listen to me. You don't have drinking water. Your food is selling. You're about to take over your department. You know, that's the problem with your city council. They found him in court in the city money on lawyers. On the money the city paying for it.
Uh-huh.
That's what I told you. It disappeared. Boy, it gonna take the city subject.
Hey, Carla.
Crap. Yep.
Carla, I promise. Can you call me from another phone?
Yeah, I can't.
Try to call me on another phone if we can get. I got to hear this. I really want to hear it, but it's chopping up like something ain't right. Carla, you on the air? Oh, that was it right there. Hey, y'all, I'm going to take a quick break, and I'm going to come back, and we're going to tighten it up a little bit more and go in a stronger direction. This is Malcolm Johnson on the Brent Hazzard Show, and we're going to take a quick break, and we're coming back to close it out.
The Mississippi Link is an African-American female-owned newspaper with a trusted voice that is highly respected throughout the city, state, and nation. Our motto, keepers of the knowledge for people who speak the truth, since 1993. Link significantly influences the thoughts, attitudes, and buying decisions of its readers. Call us at 601-368-8481 for your advertising needs. If you would like to receive a newspaper in the mail each week, our annual subscription is only $52 per year. That is
this
only
is Malcolm
$1
Johnson.
per
We're
week
back with the
for
Brent
you to
Hazzard
stay
Show.
informed
Hey, I'm back. That call is called back on another phone, and we're going to let him tell what he was trying to tell us on that other phone. I don't know if he had a bad phone or was in the bathroom. I know how it goes. But look, caller, you on there?
Do you have something to say?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, man, I can hear you now. Boy, you sound like a whole other person now, man. I didn't know. You ever heard that story about Jonah in the whale belly?
Option number 1.
You sound like you was in a bathroom locked up having a whale or something, man. You were chopping up and I said, man,
that's that Wi-Fi. You know that Wi-Fi.
You know I know how it goes. But look, I'll tell the people what you was trying to tell them, man. I want your information to get to the people, bro.
All I'm saying is it started with the city council.
It started with the city council.
It started with the city. You got to get rid of Stokes. You got to get rid of Banks.
But Stokes for the people now. Stokes for the people now.
Nah, man, listen, Stokes for the police officers and the firemen. That's all he screams. He don't care nothing about nothing else. We got to get these police officer raises and these firemen raises. But anything else, you know. Listen, I understand.
Did you see what David Archer tried to do last week? Tried to get a guys a raise in the county.
Yeah, they need raises.
The guys at the bottom got to have a raise. Now, I'm going to be quiet, and you tell me what you got to say, and I'm going to be quiet and listen. Now, go ahead, because the people want to hear this, man.
Listen, all around America, everybody need a market adjustment.
That's right.
Because everything getting expensive, right?
That's right.
But I want to get onto this politics stuff. Because people don't pay attention. They just talk, right? Your city councilman just agreed to build a football stadium, and you don't have clean drinking water. You don't get a good water bill. You don't have streets to ride down. You understand me? But the people that you voted in don't care about your well-being. They care about keeping prime time in the city of Jackson, which is fine. I'm with that. But take care of your business. Take care of the city business. The mayor, okay, he ain't been perfect. He done done some stuff, right? But they've been fighting him. I watch this up every day.
Hey, Carla, let me tap in now. The mayor had 4 years of Mr. Tillman sleep and 3 more votes voting with everything he wanted in 4 years, okay? Now, you remember the first 4 years, the mayor had everything he wanted was delivered to him. He didn't have to do nothing but say, I want. So we can't say that it's been like that since he's been in office. Let's say the second term, when there was some different votes come on the board, on the council, then the votes start going another way and people stop agreeing with him. So, and then did you notice when people stop agreeing with him, when the people stop agreeing with him, he started panicking. He stopped being a politician and serving the people, and then the fighting came out. And that's what you can't do in politics. You can't allow that personal stuff that I have with the governor to get involved because I'm not having my way with the council. Now go ahead and talk, Carla.
All right.
Mr. Tillman voted 100% with Antar on everything he asked for or put on the thing. He voted for him in when he was in office. When I was doing I did a radio show for 8 years, and before Antar run, they told me if you want to get up under his skin, all you got to do is hit him with the truth, and he can't take it.
Okay, watch this.
There you go.
Who got the worst? Who got the worst ward in the city of Jackson?
Who got the worst ward?
Yeah, the worst, the poorest ward in the city of Jackson.
The poorest ward is South Jackson, Aaron Banks.
You think that's the poorest ward?
I know it's the poorest ward. It's plenty of money in Georgetown, brother. Granberry Street got millionaires over there.
You already know what I'm about to say.
One of the best churches in Jackson, Progressive Missionary Baptist Church, they raised $25,000 Sunday over there. So you can't say Georgetown is the poorest.
Well, the church and the liquor store, the biggest business in any.
No. I ain't talking about that. I'm saying Georgetown, Kenny Stokes serve. No, Kenny Stokes don't serve the poorest community. You got a lot of older people in Georgetown, brother. I've been knowing for 40 years, man, that just never bought new houses, but could have bought a new house in any community they wanted to, brother. So South Jackson is where they rent. You remember when Frank Belton shut down Maple Street Apartments?
Right.
Where did everybody move to? They say, Frank, where these people going to go? He dropped them off in South Jackson. He took them out there and put them in houses. Hello?
I'm just trying to make sure we stay where I was trying to go.
Yeah,
right.
We together, but we just want to lay the facts on the table now.
right. Yeah. This definitely facts now because I can ride down South Jackson and find me.
Hey, Carl, I tell you what I want you to do. I want you to hang up and call right back. I'm going to take this call, then I'm going to put you back on. I'm going to give you the last 5 or 6 minutes of the show to break it all the way down. I want you to call right back. Let me take this other call.
Go ahead,
we're going to get back to
you. Hey, enjoy your show, man.
I'll call back now. They hung up, man. Call you up. They hung up? Yeah. Oh, Lord, have mercy. 1-800-549-25186. Malcolm Johnson on the Brent Hazzard Show. And it ain't nothing personal, but I don't want nobody to think it's personal. With what I said about the mayor, the first term, he got every vote on the count. Everything he wanted approved, he got it approved. The second term, it have not went like that. Matter of fact, Mr. Vern Hartley was on the airport board. He was released from the airport board, he says, and didn't even know he was off the board. So I don't know, but he won city council. So that's something in politics that you have to deal with. You know, if me and you have a disagreement, it ain't good for the people, but that's just their politics. I don't believe in it. I believe in the right way, going in the back room and talking about it, and we come out, we stand up like two men and shake hands. We got another call. Carla, you on the Brent Hazzard Show with Malcolm Johnson.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I hear you real good.
Man, good, man. I like the topic, man. I'm glad y'all talking about the water, man, because everybody got a drink and everybody affected, and water affects everything, man. Yes, every aspect. Water affects every aspect, man.
Yes, sir. And in this show here, you can talk about whatever you want on this show. This is an open forum. So this is like the Kim Wade show today. Whatever you want to talk about on this show, I'm going to sit back and listen. But if a person called in talking about some stuff that ain't true, now I'm going to have to say, hey, I don't think that's what happened. Carla, what's on your mind today, Carla? Tell the people in radio land.
Man. Well, I wanted to talk about, man, it's a certain particular fella that's sitting up in Rankin County Jail, man, damn near in protective custody. Mugshot hasn't been released. I want to know why, man. He messed around and killed one of the best brothers we got that Jackson ever had, one of the sons of Jackson, man. And he's getting preferential treatment, and the people in let me tell you something. I was at the trial, not the trial, but I was at the hearing, and I was also at the bond hearing. And, the bailiffs up at Hinds County, man, they told the family that we can't even look at him. They said, we making him feel uncomfortable. And I didn't understand that. Now, we got a brother that's in the ground. I'm pretty sure his family is uncomfortable. So I don't understand why Hinds County was trying to, tell us that, I don't want to say it was the county, but I'll say it was those two deputies that was kind of mean to the family. I mean, I'm a friend of the family, And I didn't like that. But most important, I didn't like how that clown walked in the court with street clothes on, and he wouldn't look like an inmate, the inmate that he should. Now, I don't know how true this is, but I heard they done whooped on him a couple of times down there. Now, you can stop me when you want to, but I heard he done been whooped on and teeth falling out and all that, man. I heard he ain't doing too good, man, and I don't feel bad for him. I really don't, man. I hope he get what's coming to him.
Carla, you know what? I believe in justice. That's what the court system was designed for. When they wrote the Constitution of the United States, everybody have a right to a bond. The judge have a right to deny you bond. That's a part of the process. Also, when a person say they want to go to trial or they don't take the plea deal, you know, the consequences is in the law that we believe in. If the jury find you guilty, then you must be sentenced by a judge. So, you know, only thing I'm saying is that a person that do heinous crimes in a community, they gonna get their day in court. And when they get their day in court, what I want to see is justice being done. I don't want to see nobody. I hate to see anyone family go through. I hate to see anybody family get had to go without their loved one. But if they have to go without their loved one, I feel like if the person done it without a shadow of a doubt and it's proven to the jury in a courtroom of law, that justice will be served. So that is my prayer, sir, that justice be served. And my prayer is also that the family that you talking about, if you're talking about the same family I'm thinking about, I know they're dealing with a lot because it was a big loss and a big blow to their family. Now, and the people that's been lied on, slandered, talked about, put fake pictures out of them and fake information like this was people backgrounds and stuff and sent it to people, making people think those kind of things there, man. That is sad, brother, when people take social media or anything that's not right and try to use it to bash on people or try to destroy people. I mean, literally try to destroy people's lives, whether they're elected officials, pastors, if they just regular people that don't have a title. Everybody deserves not to be treated unfairly in America.
I agree, man. I want to say this too. I can't think of the judge's name, man, but the judge got it right, man. When she called him a terrorist and, you know, denying his bond, I think she got it right, man. And, you know, I think she catch a lot of flack for a lot of stuff, man. But this
untrustworthy.
This time, that judge got it right, man.
Yeah, but I tell you something else, Carl. What you think about this water? Do you think the state ought to be over? Or do you think the mayor and the city ought to be over the water?
I just want somebody that is competent to be over. If whether it be the state, whether it be the city, you know, I know this water issue been going on with the city for quite some time. I just want it to be over with. So regardless of who do it, I just want it to be done. You know, Lumumba loved to say nobody cares about how a watch works. We just want to be able to tell time. I don't care who running the water. I just want the water to be clean when my son drinks. That's it. I don't care who running, man. Just get it done, man. Get it done. You know,
Carl,
you know, they want to keep crying.
Carla, what's your predicament on this right here with the richest contract? Do you think that richest need to be the contract, or do you think that the mayor should appoint a company, or do you think that the city councils have the power to vote up and down on contracts? What do you think about that? You sound like you're a very astute man and very articulate on.
Well, what I think that the people should have a say so. I think Waste Management was doing a hell of a job before Richards got here. That's just me. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now, ain't nothing wrong with shopping around either. You know, put some pressure on Waste Management if you don't want Waste Management to do it. See if you can, you know, ain't nothing wrong with competition. I love competition.
So do you think, let me ask you this. Do you think that the city council can just be run over? Or do you think that the city council vote should matter in the city government?
I think the city council vote should matter. You know why?
Why?
I'm going to tell you why. Because the city council speak for the people, not the mayor. The city council speak for the people. The people vote, different ward, a ward person or councilman over their ward. They are the voice of the people in the ward. And when the mayor runs over that means the mayor don't give a care about what his people say. That's what it looks like. I'm just a regular old Joe Blow. But that's what it looks like to me.
Well, you remember on January the 6th? You remember on January the 6th when Donald Trump was alleged to have started the riots, and when he couldn't get his way, he went crazy. Do you see a lot of that in our local government when leaders don't get their way? When the council, the board of aldermen decide they don't want to go with these mayors in these local towns, do you see where the mayors just go wild? Do you ever see it?
Yeah.
I'm not saying Jackson in general, but I'm saying, do you see it a lot when the councilman and board of aldermen in these towns go the other way? Don't support a mayor on a contract or something. There's always a big argument. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah, I have noticed that. I have.
You see it in Canada a lot.
I have.
If there's a vote or something and it go wrong, it'll be a big argument. We've seen it in Jackson a whole lot lately. So the bottom line, do you think Richards deserve the contract after the council voted it down, or you think they don't?
I don't think they deserve it. I don't.
Gotcha. And you believe in the form of government that the city is built on, strong, weak mayor, strong council government, right?
That's right. That's right. I mean, because the people make up the council. The council represents the people. Don't the people matter?
That's right. I mean, it's your opinion.
That's just my question.
I want your opinion. I want your opinion.
Yeah. I'm just asking. I know you got a gang of people listening, so that's what I'm asking. The people matter, or at least it should.
The people. All right, this podcast is called We Believe. The name of this podcast we on is We Believe. You hear me? Mm-hmm. And we believe ought to say a whole lot. We mean everyone. It don't mean me. It don't mean you. It mean everyone. Now, somebody just wrote down Waste Management is owned by Italians. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. You think they would give a black man a contract if it was a white city? Richards is black and these ninjas in Jackson won't go for their own such slave material. Let me say this. The contract wasn't with Waste Management. It was Robert Gibbs that had the contract, and I think it was subbed out to Waste Management. So I think it was two black. I think it was Lee Bush, if I'm not mistaken. Also, I think, now I could be wrong. I don't want to say the wrong name on the air, but I know Mr. Gibbs, and I think Mr. Bush was the owners, had the contract with the garbage contract, and it was believed that Waste Management was their subcontract. Go ahead.
Let me touch on that just a little bit. I'm all for, B1, which means black first. I'm with black first. I get
but
that.
I just don't want black. I want the right black, okay? I don't want nobody in office, nobody with no contract because they black. I want the right black.
Right, and we got to get out of that, man. We got to get out of just saying, because they black, they deserve it. No. And we got to get out of saying just because they white, they better.
Let me say this to you, Colin.
We got to stop doing that.
You are right. And it's time out for this right here, that it's a man's world. We got women can do the job just as good as men. And I want to send let me say this to you, brother. Today, the Women for Progress, I understand, had an event where they was recognizing men for being good leaders in the community. It's going to take the man, the woman, the black and the white, the Democrat, the Republican, the Italians. It's going to take everybody to straighten out this situation in Jackson. And I said this to say this, caller, that we must work together. We the people. Am I right, caller?
That's right.
We the people.
That's right.
We the people. We the board. They the board. It's a vote on the board, and you must follow the vote of the board. That's it. Anything. Anywhere you go, there's a board. Now, somebody just said that they had a low rating in New Orleans. What color had to do with it? See what I'm saying? Somebody say Richards deserves the contract, and they prove they can do good service. They may deserve it, but they must have the vote. If they get the vote,
they got to get it legally. They don't have it legally.
There you go. But I'm not into that.
But I'm gonna let you go, brother.
I got one last question. Will Jack State win homecoming this weekend?
Hey, they're going to win about 65 points.
Thank you, Carla. You know, at Jack State homecoming, everybody, I want you to thank you, Carla, for calling. Everybody at Jack State homecoming this weekend, the city going to be on fire. Don't drink and drive, because the Memorial Stadium is in the capital police zone. So you know what that means, don't it? You're going to be in Raymond, Madison, Rankin County, or they may even take you to Warren County, because they have made it clear in Kenny Stokes' meeting that they are going to ride, they're going to check, and they will chase, And if you get out of line and reach for a weapon, they will shoot. Now, the people have laid it on the line. So what we need to do, ladies and gentlemen, is respect the law this weekend. Nothing wrong with coming to Jackson, having a good time. Nothing wrong with, I don't drink. So people that drink, if you want to have a sociable drink, nothing wrong with that. But have you a driver, call the sheriff department or the police department, tell them you done had a drink and you need a ride home. But ladies and gentlemen, don't let that Capitol Police catch you with your pants down, going up State Street drunk, going up State Street smoking something that ain't legal yet, because they going to take you to jail. And if you reach for a gun, I'm scared that somebody going to get killed. I'm just breaking it down to you because our people don't understand that there's a high sheriff in Hinds County, but there's a new police department downtown, and they are not playing, ladies and gentlemen. They done made it clear that they taking they orders from the governor, and he has made it clear that crime is out of control. If you believe crime is out of control, hit the like buttons. Now, I didn't say we supposed to shoot nobody because the crime is out of control. But what I said is they say that the crime is out of control and something must be done. That's all I'm saying. Let me say this to my Hinds County election commissioners. They getting ready for these big elections on November the 8th. So let me say good evening to election commissioner Kadada Brown, election commissioner Yvonne Horton, Ms. Shirley Varnado, and also Mr. Jamel Clark. Those four, I see them at work every day. And those four commissioners are working very hard to make sure that we have a safe and good election coming up. You know, Congressman Thompson is on the ballot, the only Democrat that we have in the state of Mississippi on the federal level. And then in the local races, you have Deborah Gibbs, Trent Walker, Wendy White, and also Brian Guy running for Judge Tommy Green's seat. She's retiring, so that seat is open. Also, you have Damian Stevenson running with Gayla Carpenter Sanders, and Ms. Tamika Hodge is running for Chancery Judge. That seat is open, and that is Judge Owens is retiring and Judge Green is retiring. I want to thank them for their years of service and working for the people. But just know, if you don't know nothing else, that the Capitol Police, let me break it all the way down. The Capitol Police is going to be in full effect this weekend. The Mississippi Memorial Stadium sits in the heart of the new Capital Improvement District. If you think I'm lying, next Tuesday, you're going to call this show and say, Malcolm Johnson, I should have listened to you because they got me. And I'm telling you, if they get you, they taking you to Madison, Warren County, Rankin County, and you may get lucky to go to Raymond. But you're going to Madison, Rankin County, Warren this weekend because they are looking to put people in jail that's breaking the law, whether it's small or large. They plan on putting you in jail for breaking the law because they want a good, safe weekend in the city of Jackson. I want to say this right here. It's been a good show. Hey, Brent Hazzard is my guy. If you need a good lawyer, call Brent Hazzard. You know what to do. You know what Richard Schwartz say. Y'all know one call, that's all those guys, Brent and Richard and all those people. They do a great work in the community. You give back to the community. And we'll see you next week with the Brent Hazzard Show. This is Malcolm Johnson, and it's been one good show. See you next week.